With Zodiark finally getting a humanoid form, it's safe to say that now the 5 main Great Whims have their own human form. Zodiark now joins our adventurer roster as a 5-star shadow manacaster unit, using the short-range variant. He now embarks on 2 major tasks, the first being becoming a qualified butler, and the second being finding the meaning of love, with the title of his first story chapter hinting at a certain song that will definitely screw me up with copyright. In terms of performance, like the other Great Whims, his kit greatly resembles his High Dragon trial form, with the spite effect comprising a major part of his kit. Zodiark has the standard set of abilities for a humanoid Great Whim, that being, a standard set of co-abilities, a fixed dragon form ability, as well as another unique ability that has the most resemblance to their boss battle form. He has the relatively new blindness resist chain co-ability, which can easily make him having dual resistance against both blindness and paralysis, the latter being his original affliction resistance. His first ability, Shadow Whim's nature, is like the rest of the humanoid Great Whims, except for Mijard Soma, cause of his history. His dragon form skill is able to apply poison in the normal form, and reduce enemy defense, while in high dragon form. Additionally, he gains increased damage against enemies afflicted with spite, as well as being able to grant a strength amp when using any of his skills, which trades off the annoying cooldown for a lower maximum team amp level. This ability is a decent ability, not too wordy, but it isn't an underwhelming one either, with the strength amp being a major positive thanks to its lack of cooldown. Overall, this ability is a good one. Not great, not bad, just good, with not much to say about it. His second ability, Spectral Counter, is where things get interesting. It partially fills Zodiark's dragon gauge when he takes damage. In addition, it spawns a purple flame at the site of damage when he shapeshifted once, a nod to the 4 flames that detonate when not destroyed in his High Dragon trials. The flame detonates after 3 seconds, dealing massive damage in a medium-sized AoE, and inflicts spite. The effects have a 15-second cooldown. This is another source of spite and additional damage that works quite well on large enemies and small enemies in tight groups. His first skill, Hate Cluster, has an above average SP cost. It provides 3 stacks of the Malevolent Rush effect, which grants an additional attack in Zodiark's normal attack sequence. This attack consumes 1 stack of the Malevolent Rush effect, dispels 1 buff from the enemy, and applies the Spite effect. Spite can stack while active, up to 5 stacks, with the final 2 stacks having increased duration. This skill by itself doesn't seem that interesting. It doesn't even deal damage. However, aside from being a good utility skill via the dispel, the spite effect is important in allowing its second skill to deal more damage. Overall, this is a decent skill by itself, but its true power shows as a great damage support for its second skill. His second skill, Death's Torrent, deals decent damage in a large AoE and inflicts Shadow Blight. When the enemy is afflicted with spite, it deals additional damage that ignores enemy defense, up to the same modifiers as the base damage of this skill. This skill is dependent on the first skill for spite application, and the damage it pulls off is insane. Though on the surface, it may be less impressive due to the high SP cost, but do not forget that it ignores defense. Overall, this skill is a complement to the first skill, and these skills work wonderfully together, but falls short by itself. So, what do you think about Zodiark's human form? Well, disregarding performance, he already scores high points thanks to his debut, and his design, which matches his old man attitude, while maintaining a slight bit of edginess that makes him stand out, which is a trait that all of the humanoid Great Whims share. In terms of performance, he is best suited for a burst DPS role, but needs to be on field for his spite application. His dragon form is perhaps a bit of a weak point though, as he doesn't gain any bonus dragon damage, despite being a Great Whim. Overall, humanoid Zodiark is not too difficult to use, and can be quite a powerhouse when equipped and played properly. That's all from me. Moga out.